all you're going to do is you're going to sit down on your chair, and you can do what you like with your hands, and you're going to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. When you breathe in, allow the perineum between the genitals and the anus, gently pull it up, and 1.5 inches below your tummy button, gently pull that in. Okay? So breathing in, breathing out, forget it. Let it all go and just relax your chest. Okay. That's just the basics. They're good. So this is, I've told you before, but I'll say it again, that this is the sort of breathing that you naturally use. If you had to push your car up a hill, I mean, you know, not that one ever has to these days so much, but if you had to push your car up a hill, you would not use abdominal breathing because you quite likely prolapse the anus, whatever, you know, you might give yourself a hernia if you used abdominal breathing. You naturally would use this sort of breathing. It would be, you'd pull up your undercarriage basically when you pushed. You'd lift up. Now, in martial arts, when you use it, when we're talking Tai Chi here as well, when you use, say, a brush, you're going to push somebody, you would actually use this kind of breathing as well. If you're just doing the form itself, you can just do abdominal breathing. You don't have to do anything else, but if you were using it with an application, you would probably use reverse breathing here. As soon as effort was involved, you would naturally start to use this type of breathing. So for our purposes, we're using it as a meditative thing. We're using it to brew up energy, if you like. So our main aim is to increase our longevity with this exercise, with this type of exercise. You want to live, you know, till you're 150. This is the sort of exercise to use. So off we go. You're going to breathe in and very gently pull up. Now, when you breathe out, relax the chest, but please don't be in a hurry to breathe in. Let the whole body settle. We need this feeling of sung in the body, as if you're, and breathe in when you need to. We need this feeling of sung after the out breath. It's as though every cell in your body is melting, settling down into the chair. You release your neck, you relax your shoulders, let your shoulders fall, let your neck relax and release, which means it will actually get longer. So this starts to tie in with the stretching stuff we did here. We're allowing the joints in the spine to undo as we settle the body. It's almost like the whole body from here, this is my shoulder level, the whole body sinks into the chair, down it goes, but the spine up the middle goes up. Now, I can't make it go up with muscle. The only way I can make my spine lengthen is by relaxing the muscles either side of the spine. So the spine has no alternative other than just to release and let go. Almost like you compressed something, and then when you let go of it, a spring, for example, the spring will just naturally rise up. So we need that kind of feeling in the body. So you're going to pull in here, breathe in, pull in here as well, just gently. And when you relax, feel like everything's settling. Do that first. And then focus on your spine and just let the muscles either side of your spine undo. And your neck's just perched on the top. Head's perched on the top. Crown's perched on top of the head. And then you breathe in. You pull up. You breathe out when you're ready. You relax the chest. You let everything just settle. So the relaxing of the chest is also part of your shoulders relaxing and your back relaxing. And then halfway through all that, as it's all falling away, out comes the shoot of the plant growing, which is your spine. Now, how long you take to exhale is entirely up to you. You know, if you want to take a minute, do so. But if you find you're forcing the exhale in order to do a minute, suddenly you're now using your brain to try and control what goes on. You've switched off the feeling. You've got a plan which you're trying to follow through. No good. You don't want the plan. Yeah. You need an overall plan. Maybe in 5 years you'll be really good at this, but you know, maybe you won't. So it's have no plan for this. Just feel inside your body. Keep going. So when you do that out breath, which has now become the most important bit, incidentally, if you want to build energy, then the breath in is important, but not is not all of it. This is just as important, this out breath. So when you breathe out, what happens, of course, is that everything from here downwards is settling, isn't it? Everything, including your pelvis into the chair. Well, bang between the two halves of your pelvis, there's your two halves of your pelvis, and bang in the middle is the sacrum. So the sacrum feels like it's dropping. It's almost like it's part of the pelvis. But everything above it, 5 lumbars, 12 thoracics, 7 cervical, feel like they are just releasing and undoing. The spring is that bit. Sacrum and the coccyx is this bit. So your whole spine is now not just lifting, it's also part of it is dropping. So we get this stretchy, elastic feel within the spine. And that's the bit that's so worth working on, because how you operate your spine will affect your entire autonomic nervous system, both parasympathetic and sympathetic. It'll start to change things in your stress levels. And if you can get the knack of this bit, well worth it.